I know some of you have plans for today. In fact, the reality is, I'm not exactly expecting a lot of people to catch this live. That's okay. You have your thing, I have mine. So here's the thing. Um, I, I can't stress enough the value of having a plan. And one of the things that I do every week is on Sundays is I will spend about 2 to 3 hours planning what my week is going to look like. Now, I'm not talking about putting together a to-do list where I'm going to pick up my dry cleaning or go to the grocery store or anything like that. I am talking about specifically productive things that I'm going to do my to drive basically myself towards my goals. So I'll give you an example. I talked the other day about, one of my goals is to see my abs. They've been hiding from me for all these years. I know they're in there somewhere. So I'm committed to meeting them. And so one of my goals that I have set for this week is so I have this app where I'm supposed to track my macros, right? I don't know if you guys have ever tracked macros. It is a huge, huge pain in the ass. And I'm going to be real honest. They always say abs come from the work that you do in the kitchen, not the gym. So, really, one of the things that I'm trying to do is really get consistent with tracking my macros, how many calories I'm eating, how much protein, how much fat, and carbs, and all that kind of good stuff. It does not come naturally to me. I've never done this before, and I'm probably landing at about 30% tracking. And that is just not what it's going to take for me to achieve that goal. So I have on my list of things to do this week. In fact, I have it scheduled for tomorrow, for Monday, that I am going to go through because, look, I pretty much eat the same thing for breakfast every day. I pretty much eat the same thing for lunch every day. Those are already set up as recipes within the app, and it takes very little effort to get those tracked. And when it comes to dinner, which pretty much varies on a day-to-day basis, it's a little tougher. But the thing is that we probably have a rotation of about 10 or 12 dinners that we eat in most cases. Obviously, we go out to eat sometimes. That's going to be a little bit different. So tomorrow, I'm going to go through and take all of those dinners that I generally eat here at the house that I cook, and those will be input into the app to remove that friction so it makes it just that much easier for me to track those macros. It seems like a little thing, but for having a goal of wanting to slim down to, basically see my abs again, or not again for the first time, that's a necessary step. So it may seem like a little thing, and it probably won't take me but maybe half an hour tomorrow, but that is driving me towards a specific purpose, a specific intent, right? Another thing that I have on my list for this week, from a business standpoint, I actually work from home. I have my little home office here that you see in the background, and it's pretty small, but it's also in my home, and so that leaves not a lot of separation between work and personal life. And while that works for me pretty well, I have found that there are a couple of spaces available here locally close to where I live that might suit me a little bit better, about twice the size of the space that I have here, which would just allow me to be more organized, have everything set up. It would just take less friction to get done all of the things that I need to get done, things like doing these lives. So one of the things that's on my list for Tuesday is to call on these spaces, these office spaces that are available, and see if they might be a good fit for what I'm looking for. Again, a small thing, but this intent moves me towards the bigger goal of what I'm trying to do professionally speaking, which includes trading, which includes coaching, which includes actually a podcast, which will hopefully be up and running before the end of the month, which I'll be sharing with you guys as we move forward as well. So the whole idea is I'm not planning my week in terms of creating a to-do list. I am planning my week in terms of a specific level of intention that will meaningfully push me forward towards the man that I hope to be. And by doing this week after week, I will be that man. And this is one of the things that I teach the people that I work with, is how to go through and create this level of specificity and this level of organization, towards moving towards very specific and meaningful targets. And so when it comes to how I'm going to spend my Sunday, it doesn't matter what Sunday it is. It doesn't matter what game is on. I'm going to spend these 2 to 3 hours. Today it took me about 3 hours to go through and plan my week. And by spending those 2 to 3 hours, what I do this week is going to compound on top of the stuff that I did last week, which compounds on top of the stuff that I did the week before. So if you take that personal growth and development of every facet of my life, body, being, balance, and business, and you look at me at the beginning of January and you see me at the end of December, you will not see the same man. I can guarantee you that, because that level of intention and that level of action, this is not activity, this is action, will have a significant impact on my results. If you want to know more about it, shoot me a DM. I'll love to talk to you about it and show you how I do it and see if this is something that might work for you. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys are enjoying the game. I couldn't care less. I have bigger and better things to do. Not a judgment, just how I choose to spend my day. I appreciate you guys. I love y'all. God bless.